Hello again, people. We're at Autumn Ring today for the fourth round of the November Cappuccino League at rd4.co.uk, and without further ado we'll get straight to the grid walk. On pole we've got Scale Breaker, second is Z-Cart, third Freddy Cat, fourth JK. The return of DM in fifth, Genobi 6th, Slash in 7th, Jezza 8th, Race42 9th, Hatcher 10th, N10 in 11th, Mlada 12th, myself 13th after a very poor qualifying session, Dad Racer Rob 14th, and Jumpy Bob bringing up the rear. So let's get to it. And we've got a start. Scale Breaker makes a good start, gets away first, nice and cleanly. I'm just going to take the data off and just let you watch the first few corners. Scale Breaker pulling out a lead straight away. The Z-Cart hot in pursuit, and DM through to third. Good start by DM as well then. Freddy Cat's dropped back a place. Interesting circuit this, not one of my favourites, but very tricky and technical with some very demanding corners. Now I'm going to just go back to the start there and watch it on board for myself, because I seem to have made a pretty good start myself there. Now I know Scale Breaker doesn't like this view, but I feel that this one is the view that gives you the best overall picture of what's going on around the... I'm running around the outside of the first corner, still in 13th, and you see a little bit of rubbing, a bit of dirt being thrown up ahead, and cars going off here and there. And I've got a run on N10, and I've made it up to 9th. Run a little bit wide there, no problem. So let's have a quick run through the field. The front we've got Scale Breaker, Z-Cart and DM already carrying some damage there. Let's have a quick look, see what happened to that. Contact ahead between JK and Freddy Cat. JK does appear to be leaning on Freddy Cat a little bit there. DM's gone down the inside, and JK seems to have turned in on him a little. So a little bit of damage, nothing too serious at this point. And JK also carrying a little damage. Freddy Cat has got away with that. We've got Slash in 6th, challenging JK for 5th. Genobi right on his tail. Oh, and a bit of a dive from Hatcher there, but he gets away with it, and Genobi's able to regain the place. Now Mlada's managed to make a move on N10. And then 10's down to 11th, but fighting back. Plenty of cars running on a little bit of dirt there. And so far some fairly good clean racing. Oh, Jez has got some serious damage here. Maybe we should have a look back and see what's happened to that. This circuit can be quite unforgiving, and some damage is inevitable if you make mistakes. Going into the first corner 3 wide, all good there, all survived. Oh, and a bit of a hit there from, I believe that was race 42. And Jezza unfortunately coming off worse there. So back to the front, let's see how they're going there. I did promise Scalabrator I was going to try some different views. So here we are. Here's the rear view from Scalabrator looking back to Z-Kart. DM in 3rd, Freddy Cat in 4th. In fact, let's go on the back of DM. Oh, and Freddy Cat having a bit of a moment there, but survives it. Loses a place to JK. Genobi challenging Slash here. You see behind, only 3 wide. And I think we've managed to sort the first lap out, and all seems to have settled down. A few close fights going on. The Genobi and Slash. Oh, Slash is up to 5th. Very good. And DM's dropped back slightly from the first group. So far so good, everyone's still running. Jezza still carrying damage, has gone into the pits to get repaired. So we've got Scalebreaker out front, followed closely by Z-Kart. A gap developing now back to JK, Freddy Cat and Slash. Bit of a wobble there from Slash. DM dropping back slightly from them now. Genobi close to DM. And DM runs a little bit wide. And Genobi's up the inside. Can he make it stick? All depends on this next turn. Good racing there, lads. Good, well played. side by side through 3 corners, slight touch there, and I've managed to join into this group. Race 42 a little further back, followed by N10 and Mlada, Jumpy Bob, Dad Racer Rob, who has managed to pick up some very serious damage. And I'm up to 7th. I'm not sure what happened there, so we'll have a quick look at that. Just 4 cars down the straight, and I seem to have come out a couple of places higher than I started. That's quite good. I'm challenging Ginobili now for 6th. At the front, Scalebreaker and Z-Kart way on their own. Huge gap now back to Slash, Freddy Cat and JK. Sorry, yeah, JK, Freddy Cat and Slash. Another gap back to Ginobili and myself. With Hatcher right behind and Race 42 coming on to us there. Race 42 still carrying damage from that first lap contact with Jezza. And we're coming towards the end of lap 4 here. And oh, and this is a mistake from me. Run wide, tried to keep it straight, failed miserably, and unfortunately caught Race 42. At this point I've got some quite serious damage, and have dropped right back from what had been a good first few laps and has turned it into a bit of a disaster. Purely my own mistake, no one to blame but myself. So let's go back to the front. Z-Kart chasing Scalebreaker down. And this battle is destined to go on for the whole race. These two, clearly the fastest 2 lads in these cars, and Z-Kart making a proper fight of it, not letting Scalebreaker get away. The second group on the road now, still Slash at the front now, JK and Freddy Cat in 5th. Ginobili and Hatcher still. Well, it looks like maybe a small error from Ginobili there has allowed Hatcher through. DM in 8th. N10 9th. Ladder 10th. Race 42 now down in 11th, carrying 2-wheel damage. And I must at this point say that I did retire from this race. I wasn't feeling very well, and I missed the pit lane, so decided that rather than run another lap with all that damage, I would get out of people's way and save my energy for the next round. Apologies to anyone who felt disrespected by that. It wouldn't have happened if I weren't a bit unwell. I'm sorry. Okay. Enough said about that. Back to the front, we see Z-Kart with a good run on Scalebreaker, looking to make a move down into the first corner here. His Scalebreaker forces him to the outside, but he's got round, and can he make it stick? Scalebreaker doing his best to get back at him. Just stay with this for a minute. The scale breaker back to the front. Still very, very close. Great race, this epic race between these two for the lead, and destined to go all the way. Behind them we've still got Slash and JK. A little bit further back we've got Genobi and Hatcher, with DM still a little off the back of those. Further back again we have Mlada and N10 still at it, and Freddy Cat's dropped down the order. Looks like Freddy Cat has been into the pits and repaired his damage. He's now running 13th, still some way ahead of race 42, who's bringing up the rear. Back to the lead, lap 8 of 13 now. And at this point it looks as if the race has settled down a little. If I hadn't been stupid enough to quit out of the race, I'd be able to skip forward a couple of laps now, but I can't, so let's have a little watch of Genobi and Hatcher. Genobi throwing one up the inside of Hatcher into the roundabout, or whatever you like to call it. Corkscrew, I don't know. Hatcher manages to retain his position, and DM is now closing in on the back of them. Ooh, big wide moment for DM there, but he's held it together and is definitely closing on these two now. I see Z-Kart back into the lead at the front. Oh, and he runs wide there. Scale breaker is down the inside into this little hairpin, and ahead again. JK challenging Slash. Ooh, very close there. Take a look on the rear cam of Slash, looking back at JK. And it seems the only place on the track where we've got more than two cars together is this battle here of Genobi, Hatcher and DM. I see JK's made it past Slash. Now looking back at Slash from JK. Slash challenging again. And regains his position. Oh, but he's run wide, and JK is back through. Well played. With Malada now following N10. Never an easy thing to do. He's got a good run there. Should possibly be able to do something into the first corner. Let's ride on board with him and see how this goes. Right, thinks better of chucking one down the inside. Remains in 9th. Jumpy Bob running on his own, but in the points, fair play to him. Dad Racer Rob still carrying all that damage and being caught now by Freddy Cat and Jezza, with race 42 still a little further back. Back at the front now. 2 laps to go at the end of this one. And the gap between Scalebreaker and Z-Kart is probably bigger than it's been all race. Still not massive, and certainly not enough to break the slipstream. And Z-Kart closing it up under the brakes. And getting a good run through the first corner. Scale using all the track and a little more there. Amazing, after 12 laps these guys are still, you could throw a hanky over them. JK's back ahead of Slash now, I see. And Slash staying with him. Oh, and DM has dropped off the back of Hatcher and Genovi again. So here we are, back into pairs. Freddy Cat has got ahead of Dad Racer Rob. Little surprise there with the amount of damage that Rob's carrying. Although I'm thinking now maybe that he's not actually carrying this damage, but he's been into the pits and repaired it, and the replay has chosen not to show it. So it may be actually that damage is not really there. So we're on the last lap. Let's just go through these last few corners. The Z-Kart as close as ever to the back of Scalebreaker now. As I said, this one is going all the way to the wire. But I think Scalebreaker has it in the bag. Indeed he does. JK is ahead of Slash and holding that position. Well played to him. Hatcher following Genovi home. DM having dropped a little way off the back of these. Malada and N10, or N10 and Malada if you prefer. Jumpy Bob, Freddy Cat, Dad Racer Rob, Jezza, and bringing up the rear, race 42. So let's have a quick look at the live timings and fastest laps. And the fastest goes to Zcart, the only man in the 23s, a 23.983. We have Breaker, a 24.3, JK with a 24.8, Slash with a 24.8, and a whole bunch in the 25s. Oh, and a Freddy Cat with the 24.9. After that, a whole bunch in the 25s, 26 and 27s. Okay, I've been Slicker, you've been good for watching, and hopefully I shall be back soon with rounds 5 and 6. Thanks again for watching. That's it for now.